can really make out a living from the day-to-day trading activity.
How did it feel finally getting that reward?
You feel like you wouldn't do anything else anymore. If you blow even a prop firm account, it's painful because you have to start over from the beginning again, but it's not the end of the world. If the psychology is not clicking in, it doesn't help you at all.
What helps you psychology-wise? What's your secret tip? Hi everyone, welcome to another wonderful success story here at the Trading Pit. Today we're going to have a quick chat with Sascha here. Sascha is a prop trader here with us at the Trading Pit. He is trading futures accounts. Yes, Sascha?
Yes.
There you go. And he already achieved 4 rewards with us, and we want to hear a little bit more about his story and how he achieved his results so far and see what are his future goals. So first of all, Sascha, thank you so much for joining us today and taking the time for this interview.
Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. So, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself, where you're from, how old are you, what do you do for a living on the day-to-day before being a trader?
Yes. No, I'm 40 years old. I'm from Germany. And usually I'm a manager in my day-to-day job, but started kind of trading stocks in the age of 18, have been kind of successful. And then about, I would say, 3 or 4 years ago, I started trading differently and also trading the kind of, how do you call these kind of knockout certificates? Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Burned couple of accounts with that, so real money accounts, I have to admit. And that is basically where I started to look a little bit deeper into the trading journey, finding out that you need a strategy, that you can really make out a living from the day-to-day trading activity. And that's basically where I started looking into the futures trading much deeper.
All right, that's awesome. You mentioned you're a manager. What are you managing? Who do you manage? What sphere is like your usual work in?
Yeah, we are producing stuff also for the
Producing stuff.
financial industries. Yes.
There you go. He is a manager in producing stuff, ladies and gentlemen. That's wonderful. You did mention as well that you have been trading stocks from the age of 18. So you do already kind of understand how the markets work, but then you burned a few actual live accounts?
Yep. No, because of in the age of 18, and after that it was more intuition and starting to look into the kind of statistics and so on. But I wasn't really aware of that strategies and stuff in the background are existing. And then I said knockout certificates accelerated the whole story. So if you're winning quite a lot. But if you're losing, then you can end up burning the whole account in the end.
And losing your whole account is a little bit painful, I would say. Definitely. So, that's also the difference between that and prop trading. And I feel like, you can feel the advantage in that sense. And also, it sounds like you already have this understanding in the financial markets from before. So where would you place yourself these days with your level as a trader? Do you still consider yourself like, a beginner, intermediate, advanced? Are you like more consistent? Where would you place yourself?
I would say I'm intermediate, so definitely not an expert, and on the way to getting consistent. So I still have my discipline topics I need to work on further, but I know where those are and working on that on a daily basis.
Well, discipline is, I feel like, one of the most challenging parts in trading.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you're, super, super beginner or super, super advanced. It's a challenge. It's always going to be a bit of a psychological challenge, I feel.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's kind of go back to your journey with us here at the Trading Pit. So you have received so far 4 rewards with us, and I wanted to kind of take you back to your first one. Kind of go back in time for the first time that you have received the reward with us. How long, first of all, did it take you from passing your challenge then to enter your earnings phase until you got your first reward?
Oh, that was taking me a couple of accounts, I had to admit, unfortunately, because first of all, to pass the challenge is quite a long way. And then once passing a challenge, again, psychology is changing and fooling you again. So that means you have to bring the account then over the phase where you're really getting a payout. That was also a couple of accounts until there. But then after I managed that, it has been, I have to say, an awesome experience. And I also work with other prop trading firms that haven't been that reliable as you are in the past as well. And at least for you, I can say I got on Friday morning the confirmation that I'm eligible to get the payout. Then, quite after that, I got the notification that I have to run through the identification process, where I was thinking, knowing others, it will take weeks until I have my first money. But that was solved within 4 hours. So that was extremely fast. And I think on Tuesday, I had the money in my account already. So that was brilliant.
That's really, really awesome. How did it feel? How did it feel finally
Awesome.
after you said, because you said you failed a few challenges and then you
Yes.
actually passed. How did it feel finally getting that reward?
No, that's awesome. So you feel like you wouldn't do anything else anymore.
All right, that's awesome. And what would you say? I mean, going back a little bit into the aspect of prop trading compared to your previous experiences, what changed for you once you discovered prop trading compared to your previous experience?
I would say it's a couple of things. So definitely it's the financial topic where I said losing my own private money account. That really hurts. If you do that with a prop account or challenge account, yes, it's also painful, but it doesn't hurt that much. And therefore, so that is much better. And then what I also have to admit is there are certain rules which you have to follow, which seem to be painful, but especially I would say the daily hold, how you call it, is very helpful, because if you're out of control and just trading the red mist and you don't realizing you should stop it there, then definitely that is helping to secure your account so that you can start fresh off the next day again.
Would you say that trading in a funded account helps you become more disciplined?
Yes, definitely.
How does that come into life into your trading? Because you're saying that the rules are helping you to calm down at the end of the day as
Yes.
well. How about like risk management? Would you say that it affects how you manage the risk of your account?
Um, I don't think so, because of that is again drawing back to the psychology topic. So you just realize after, for example, losing couple of accounts that you need to change your risk management. Or if you ran into that daily stop for a couple of times, then you realize, okay, maybe I should trade lot sizes than I'm doing actually. So therefore, I would say it's making you aware of that. Yes, you should work on that. But if the psychology is not clicking in, it doesn't help you at all.
What helps you psychology wise? Like, what's your, let's say, secret tip, kind of a secret weapons trading psychology wise?
I would say definitely filling in my journal on a daily basis. So in the beginning, I was not so carefully doing that, but after a certain time, you really start seeing the value. So what I'm doing is I'm really journaling every trade. I'm taking a screenshot. And also, thanks to the availability of AI, I'm doing regular exports and then discussing with the AI my monthly, weekly performance, looking for improvements in how I could trade or how I could overcome one or the other challenges. So that definitely are very helpful in that.
Do you feel like this helps like reduce the pressure of trading?
I wouldn't say it's reducing the pressure, but at least it helps you stepping up the learning curve much faster.
Okay. Would you say, generally, like pressure wise, do you feel like there is less pressure when you're trading a funded account compared to like regular stocks or what you've mentioning as well before?
I would say it's similar kind of pressure, because if you're trading your own private accounts, you're probably using less money that you put into the game. So therefore, yeah, kind of you feel it, but it's not too painful, at least if you work according to certain rules. Whereas as trading really a prop firm account, you're getting more money, and therefore the equation and the numbers are likely to be different in that case.
All right. Makes sense. You've mentioned as well that you have been trading also with other prop firms. So I want to take you back a little bit to the beginning of your journey in general with prop trading, right? How long, like prop trading as it is, how long have you been doing that?
I would say I started like everyone with demo in the beginning. So that means my professional day trader journey started around 3 years ago. So I walked or did my baby steps in demo for half a year probably. Then went to into the prop firm accounts and realized, okay, I cannot buy one account after the other because it also costs a bit of money in the end if you're doing so. So therefore went back to demo, signed in to one or the other masterclass basically to sharpen a little bit the discipline and getting aware of what you need to pay attention to. And then simply I would say I'm fully into prop trading since 1.5 years.
Okay, so 1.5 years ago. Have
Yeah.
you trusted prop firms immediately? Did it seem like legit for you right away, or
No,
it
that
was
that wasn't the case. So yeah, it feels too good to be true if you start reading about prop firms that yeah you just pay a bit of money to get started with a challenge, and then afterwards you're getting access to the account. And then, as said, there's too many prop firms out there in the market which are not really trustworthy. So you have to find out which ones are the good ones, and then which ones you can also imagine yourself doing some further business with. So that means it took me really a while to end up here at the trading pit, and yeah, really jumped onto that great experience in the end.
all right. What was the turning point that convinced you that prop trading is actually a good thing? Like the prop trading is legit? Because you said that it sounded a little bit too good to be true.
Yeah. No, I have to admit, as said, I jumped into some or the other masterclass to get a little bit more experience. And in there, I met people that already have prop firm accounts and that really can share the word also that, hey, prop firm is kind of a valid business. You can trust it. But be careful because out there, there's also the black sheeps. And that was basically the turning point that convinced me also, okay, I should go into prop firm accounts instead of just using my own money in the end.
And how did it feel um, knowing that you can actually make money consistently with prop trading?
So that's again, same incredible feeling like getting the first payout.
Every time back to the beginning. Hey, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. I mean, it is really fun and rewarding. So it sounds
Yeah.
like for you, it's a very fun experience.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Okay. So what do you um I would say value the most with your trading accounts and trading process? Like, do you enjoy the fact that you're not risking your own capital or not risking a lot of capital? What would you say are like the benefits for you?
Yeah, I would say it's on the one hand side not risking my own capital, and then as you said, not risking a lot of the capital in the end because yes, if you blow even a prop firm account, it's painful because you have to start over from the beginning again. But it's not the end of the world, and it's not like as I said, if you blow a private account with a couple of thousand euros in there. So therefore, that's definitely one of the advantages of prop trading there.
And you mentioned also that you started, first of all, from demo trading. And then once you finished your demo trading journey, you went into trading, but then you went back into demo for a little bit. How was that experience? Tell me a bit more about that. Like, what was the thought process in between?
Yeah, no, the thought process in between has been really that I realized after seeing that I lost a couple of challenges that I cannot continue that kind of way. So therefore, there must be something I'm missing at that point in time. I thought in my strategy. So therefore, that's why I thought, okay, I need to go back, need to improve my strategy. But after, as said, these couple of years in that journey, I can say, you once you have your strategy, it's more building your discipline, and that is basically where you then you're occupied with 90% of the time. And what I realized then, only as said, after trading with the prop firm accounts and having the rules around me, that this is really the topic and not so much the strategy in the end.
Would you say that these days, I mean, first of all, losing an account, even can happen to the best of us while we're trading successfully for a while. Sometimes the market can just go against us and we can breach an account. But would you say that today you would not make the mistakes that you made back then when you first started your trading journey?
I wouldn't say that. So you can always make those kind of mistakes, and I see it in my journal. So just yesterday, I went through it from the beginning of the year in preparation of the session, and also had a look at yeah, my mistakes. And at least what I realized is you're doing less mistakes. It's costing less money, but definitely you do mistakes. And then also, as you said, out of nowhere, there could be some news coming in from Trump
Yeah.
announcing something that is blowing the account. And in the end, so therefore, it can happen anytime, but at least you're being more careful and acknowledging the things you're doing and really working on sharpening the discipline in there.
Especially as a day trader, I feel like these things could actually happen like more often because you're looking on something to happen during the day for yourself. What would be, if you can share from your journaling? Because honestly, awesome that you actually journal every time. I feel like people should do that more often. We speak often
Yes.
with a lot of traders that they do try to journal every day, but they don't succeed after every session because
Mhm.
sometimes if you end it, frustrated or something didn't go your way, you're like, oh, I don't want to write anything. But could you share with us like what do you see for you are your most common mistakes? Like not depending on the market, your own.
Yeah. No, my own mistakes definitely has been trading when there is no setup. So it's just the bit of piece I think that everyone is doing. You're watching the chart and then you're realizing, okay, the bar is just confirming your pattern, and then you jump in and afterwards it pulls back and you realize, okay, I've been too early because I didn't allow the bar to close. So that definitely has been one of the major mistakes I have been doing in the past, and that also from time to time, but less often, I'm doing now. And then another thing which I realized is it's simply not allowing yourself to cool down. So you did a trade, it stopped you out, and then you're directly sitting in front of the screen watching and waiting for the next opportunity. Whereas I realized I should allow myself 60 minutes completely away from the screen, because of it could be some consolidation going on in the market. It was for a reason that the market pulled you out in the first run because of there has been yeah, too much liquidity or too many strange moves in the market, and therefore that's definitely where I realized better shy away from the screen, wait a little bit, and then come back freshly without psychology sorted at least a little bit more.
It sounds like you understand the importance of discipline
Yes,
compared to just having the perfect strategy. So we
definitely.
we have that.
But I also have to admit, it's not only that, you also sometimes have to prevent yourself from yourself, because that means if you have the trading app on the mobile, or if you still have the screen enabled somewhere, or the PC close and closely in your reach, then that is always something that pulls you back into the market, although you probably wanted to cool down a little bit. And that is also something which you have to make sure that this cannot happen. So close the PC, put it away, get freshly, and then afterwards start over again with the session.
And it's a very important piece of advice, but not everyone is always listening to this piece of advice, even if they know this already.
Yes.
Definitely. Do you feel like comfortable testing new strategies, or are you sticking to your plan like that's it?
Uh, if you would have asked me that question a couple of months ago, I would have told you, yes, I'm always watching out for new strategies. But I said because of journaling every trade and really working with the data I'm having available, I realized that my strategy has a very good performance. I just have to stick to it. And that is basically what I'm after. So I'm just after one strategy in one specific market, and that's it. And that's more than enough, I have to admit.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you are willing to share your screen a little bit and maybe you want to show us your setup.
Yes, I can do so.
Awesome.
So basically, what I'm trading is I'm trading support and resistance levels. And basically, what this looks like is I have worked on AI and watching the market, or together with AI and watching the market, to build myself an indicator in trading view. And that indicator basically is then kind of drawing for me the support and resistance levels. And usually what I'm looking for, so here at 0.30 or 0.35 is a good pattern. Basically, here it's breaking through this kind of resistance level. It has to move away from it because if it would be just like that, so that it's closing at the edge of the resistance level, it wouldn't be a valid signal from my side. But it's if the market really starts moving away from it, and then in the next bar, or best case couple of bars further, it comes back, then it shows me basically, okay, that kind of resistance level has been broken, is now becoming a support level. And that's basically where I start enter my trade. And then usually I either let the trade run until the next support and resistance level, or basically I have a fixed take profit that I'm making use of. So that really depends, I would say, a little bit.
Well, right now we're looking at SP 500. Would you say it's one of your
Yes.
favorite assets to trade?
That's the only one I'm trading at the moment, yes.
Okay, so looking at the chart that we have right now, for example, right now I can see where are we? Where are we? On the right hand side, I can see right now we're kind of going up. Would you right now, looking at the chart as it is, would you enter a trade?
No, I wouldn't enter a trade. So I would
That's
have
correct.
entered a trade if it would have pulled back, kind of that breaking of the level here somewhere, for example. Then I would have entered the trade into long direction, or I would enter a trade if it really breaks the next resistance level and this is turning into a support level. But for the moment, I wouldn't put a trade in.
All right, sweet. Which other assets, I mean, if you currently are trading SP 500, which other assets is something that you keep an eye on, even if you don't trade?
At the moment, I don't watch any other assets. So a couple of weeks ago, I was still having a look at DEX, and even I would say 2 months down the road, I was trading DEX as well. But because of yeah the volatility in the market, the pattern is not reliable in the DAX at the moment, and that is why I switched back into S&P 500 and just trading that one for the moment.
And considering that you are a day trader, are you trading mostly European market hours or US market?
There's no difference in there from my side, so I'm trading when the day job allows or when I have free time, so to say. And then I'm opening up my charts, having a look at what the market is doing, setting my alarms, for example, at the bottom of the next resistance zone. And then when that alarm is triggered, I start watching. And then if the resistance gets broken and turns into a support, then I'm entering into a trade. But other than that, I'm not trading the whole day then.
Okay. So you're kind of doing this as your schedule allows it. And I feel like that's really, really awesome. As long as you're able to keep an eye out on that chart,
Yep.
that's the most important one. After receiving your rewards with us, in total so far, 4 rewards, which is honestly an awesome result. Do you feel like you got a confidence boost, or are you still like trying to keep it chill to not let it get to your head?
No, I'm true. I'm still trying to keep it a little bit chilled. Um, so that is what I'm doing, I have to say. Because what I realized in trading is you should be careful not getting too confident yourself, because that is also letting you see things in the market which are not there because your brain is fooling yourself. Or what I also realized is if there's a break in between, like you went on vacation or there's just a weekend in between, you have to be careful the Monday afterwards because of you have to get into the flow in a way again. And then, yeah, starting to continue the growth path that you started before the weekend or before the vacation, for example.
Oh, definitely. It takes a moment to like lock back in. I want to ask you as well, Sasha, what is your next goal? What is your next goal with trading? What is the next step?
So my next step definitely is after these 4 payouts that they continue at least one payout a month. So that is my objective. And then definitely scaling up with bigger accounts and multiple accounts in parallel so that once in a while I can make my living out of it.
Well, is that something that you want to do, or is your goal eventually is to not be a manager in production anymore? And then,
Yes, definitely. So that's the goal.
okay, well, that's really, really awesome. Honestly, look, from my side, from the trading pit, whenever we see a successful trader and we see that someone starts getting consistent rewards, right? It's not only about, yes, it's impressive to receive one reward that is like a very nice amount and you're feeling proud, yes, but receiving constantly amounts that are just kind of piling up and they accumulate and they build up your wealth, that's also very, very nice. And I love seeing that from my side. And when we were, preparing also for this interview, I was looking and I was like, huh, that's so nice because he's just like building up, building up, building up, building up. And it's really, really fun to see. So honestly, I am 1,000% certain that with your, path that you're on, you're definitely going to get there and you're going to stop being a manager in production and move into your full-on trader career for sure.
Thank you so much.
Is there anything else, Sasha, that you want to say, something you want to tell us about yourself, your journey so far, or maybe even a little tip for the traders watching you right now that could really help them?
Just as I already said, so I can just recommend everyone, please start looking for a journaling software or use Excel if you're not doing so, and really log in the trades. Use the AI to bring it up to the AI, tell the AI your strategy, and then even the AI sometimes is coming back telling you, well, it's not sharp enough what you considered your strategy. So it really helps you sharpening your edge. And after that, basically, things will start clicking or falling into play so that you can step up the ladder to getting more and more profitable, and that also the payouts are getting more and more reliable in the end.
Hey, you heard it here first, folks. Invest in a journaling software. And I don't know if you are aware, but we are actually, we have a discount code for TradeZella. So if anyone's interested, I'm going to leave it in the caption below. Sasha, thank you so much. This is absolutely wonderful. And I will
Thank
be
you.
keeping a close eye on you to see when are you hitting that next milestone. I want to see that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.